Excuse me, Your Honor. I apologize, but I do want to say I'm with my daughter right now, so there's any possible chance where, you know what I'm saying, I could be next. I'm not trying to interrupt. I'm not trying to be disrespectful in your courtroom, but
Hold on, one thing at a time. Let's hold on, Tex. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I literally got my daughter right now with me.
Sir, everybody literally has people with them.
And I gotta.
This is not Burger King. People do not get to have it their way.
The answer is no, but thank you.
No deal, no dice, shot at and missed, shit on and hit.
Who's here on Darianne De La Rosa? All right, come forward.
Jerry, yes, it's like Jerry and.
All right. Are y'all ready to proceed?
Yes, ma'am, we are.
Court is calling 2023 CR 4230, State of Texas versus Darianne Renee De La Rosa. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state? Defense?
Charles Goldar.
Are you Ms. De La Rosa?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Are you the same Darianne Renee De La Rosa who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 4230 for the offense of robbery on July 17, 2023 for a term of 5 years? Is that you?
Yes, sir.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. Violated condition number 56 on or about the 30th day of January 2024 in Bexer County, Texas. The defendant Darianne Renee De La Rosa presented there failed to comply with the rules of regulations or instructions of the Bexer County Supervision and Corrections Department. Duly diagnosed residential facility where the defendant refuses to participate with the required program violation number 56.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of 56, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, sir.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition 56?
Yes.
Court will find it true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is, Your Honor.
Yes.
And is to keep the individual on her probation and to defer to deny the motion and alter and amend the require her to attend safety.
Okay, why is she not going to DDRF? That's my question, because that's what I ordered.
The information that was received from DDR was she did not want to participate.
All right, so you can participate at the prison, but it's not going to be at safety. This is not Burger King. People do not get to have it their way. I ordered DDRF and you don't want to go there.
You're going to try that?
So what's going to end up happening? You've been here before. The court is going to find you guilty. Now, how much prison time do y'all want to ask for?
There's a state originally maybe requesting 5 years, Your Honor.
I would ask for two, Judge. She's willing to go to safety. She wants to continue with drug court. We would ask that you reconsider and consider safety. We understand that's going to be 9 months long with aftercare. She's willing to do that.
Okay, this is what the court is going to do. As previously stated, the court is finding violation of 56 true. The court will find you guilty. There is to be no contact with Monica Tobias. Court is going to find you guilty. Court is going to sentence you to 8 years in the prison. Court will give you credit for any time served. Court will retain jurisdiction.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, I'm showing you what's entitled, showing you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? All right. Because this is not a plea bargain agreement, you do have a limited right to appeal, and that right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on probation. Do you understand? All right, we can go off the record. So, Ms. De La Rosa, when you're sent to certain programs, I'm not just doing it because, hey, let's just do this for no reason whatsoever. There was a reason you were sent to that program. You do not get to write your own programs. If you could write your own program and be successful at it, you wouldn't be in court. You would be successful. All right, good luck to you. Jesse Arriaga. Usually you sleep late, but we are recessing exactly at noon. So if you don't want to have to come back in the afternoon, it will probably behoove you to get on your phone with your attorney and to let them know the 187 starts at 9 a.m. Otherwise, you're going to end up having to come back here in the afternoon. And anybody who wants to step outside and call their attorney, you're more than welcome to do so. And people remain seated. Oh, well, of course, I'm going to go. Ghostbusters. I did see Dune. I still think Dune with Sting is the best Dune. But let me see. Oh, yeah. Can I see the file on Geraldine Martinez?
I think it's good, hard work.
But yeah, so, but I always go to the movies to make sure I'm there for the preview so I can see upcoming movies that, I want to see that. I want to see that. I always love the action movies because with action movies, even if the storyline is not great, you can say, well, that was some good action.
I'm gonna take you to the bank, Senator Trent. To the blood bank.
I will tell you, the last John Wick movie was action nonstop from beginning to end.
Uh-huh.
And could you let them know what you're here for today?
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Antonio Martinez. All right, this is criminal trial division.
Yes, Your Honor. This is a possession case,
Yes.
and they also have a family case awaiting indictment from about 3 weeks ago.
All right, what is the family violence case?
It's an assault, choking, strangulation.
All right, so where are we on discovery on the drug case?
I've got some more of the videos to get downloaded. We're in first setting today, Judge. I just got to get that to look at.
Okay. But the videos are uploaded?
The videos are available. There have been some challenges recently, getting access to stuff as far as the times. I've just got to make sure it's all there and get it all downloaded to my systems.
Okay. All right, and what is the status of the choking? Is that unindicted and just out there?
Yes, Your Honor, about 3 weeks old, so there's not much in the system present.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, on this case, if I can have a 45-day reset, that should give them time to look into the assault case. If they want to bring you over sooner, then your attorney can just request that. All right, we're going to come back on May 6th, and if you'll give them a reset form just in case he's released. And on this case, is there need to alter and amend conditions to include no contact with the complainant on the alleged new case?
We haven't had any contact with her, Your Honor. I think for now, that would probably be best just for community safety.
And what is the complainant's name?
If you might just give me 2 minutes, I'm happy to.
Sure.
do that 2 minutes.
I'm going to add a condition that there's to be no contact.
Bobby Martinez.
I'm sorry?
Bobby Martinez. No, is it Bobbie? Bobby Bobbie Martinez. No.
All right, he says it's Bobby Martinez. Bobbie.
BBIE.
BOBBIE.
All right.
Martinez.
So, Mr. Martinez, you're not to have any contact with Bobby Martinez. If you make bond and you have contact with her, what's going to end up happening is your bond most likely will be revoked by the magistrate judge. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
All right, you have any questions?
And just to clarify, no contact means phone calls,
Oh, no,
text messages, telepathic, okay? No contact.
Just to let you know, I understand. I haven't had contact with her.
Okay. Just
Right.
want you to understand.
No writing of letters, no, I'm sorry. Okay,
I already know. That's too, I mean, I already got my words out with you.
all right, thank you.
Thanks, Judge.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Yeah, you can take a break because I have to do this,
Yeah.
reading of rights, magistrate's warnings. No problem. All right, Antonio Martinez.
But he's in the back.
Oh, yes. And Mr. Robertson, on this one, are you all discussing a bond?
We were just discussing it.
Okay, awesome. And then I'll bring him out to magistrate him, but if you
That's
all,
exactly what we were talking about,
okay,
whether you would magistrate.
There you go.
So we'll deal with it here.
okay, awesome. And whenever you all are ready to bring him out, Deputy Laura.
Don't know the law.
All right, Mr. Martinez. I don't know anything about your case. The only thing I know is what you're being charged with. I'm going to give you what your rights are as it relates to that specific case. Do you understand?
Your name is.
Fully, no, ma'am, but I'm open ears.
All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through it. If there's something that you don't understand, let me know and I'll explain it.
Okay.
All right. So you're charged with assault, family choking, strangulation. You have a right to remain silent, which means you don't have to talk to anyone about this case if you don't want to. You have a right to hire an attorney. I believe this attorney has been appointed to represent you, Mr. Robertson. If you cannot afford an attorney, you can fill out an affidavit. And that affidavit is really your financial background to see if you can afford to hire an attorney or not. I'm making the assumption that since Mr. Robertson is appointed to represent you on the previous case, somebody has determined that you're indigent. And my understanding is that he's already been appointed to represent you on this case.
Not yet. Not yet.
We'll make sure that's done before he leaves here. You will have a time to talk to your attorney, a reasonable time. Reasonable time, there really is no definition for that per se, but you'll be able to speak with your attorney and talk about your case with him if you so choose.
Yes, ma'am.
If you have an interview with peace officers or police officers or somebody from the state, you have a right to have your attorney present at that interview. Once you start that interview, you can terminate it or stop it at any time. You're not required to make a statement. If you do make a statement, like they say on Beretta, anything you say can and will and may be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an examining trial. You have a right, if you're a foreign national, to consult with your consulate. There are procedures for requesting a court-appointed attorney. And you fill out your affidavit. If you need help filling out your affidavit, a clerk will help you fill that out, but you already have an attorney present for you. If you are appointed an attorney, that attorney must reach you by the next business day. So it's almost 10, so they'll need to contact you by the next business day at 10. Do you wish to be interviewed for a court-appointed attorney? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Do you understand everything that I've just gone over with you? Do you have any questions about these rights? All right. So what's going to end up happening is I'm going to have you sign this. Have you all made an agreement with regards to bond?
Yes, Your Honor, we've discussed something in the range of, for these types of cases, Your Honor, something in the range of 15 to 20,000, the state would respect the deposits.
All right.
I would ask the court to consider it on the low end of that, Your Honor. I don't think he's going to be able to make bond. I'm going to talk to his girlfriend when we get done today, and I may end up having to file a motion for bond reduction. He was bonded out on his possession case by the Therapeutic Justice Foundation, but we don't believe they're going to post bond on a new case.
They're about to pull their name from my bond right now, so I'm not gonna be getting that.
I'm sorry, what?
They said that if I got in trouble, right, again, when I really wasn't trying to. Anyways, they said that they're gonna pull this up in my bond, so to me, I'm just screwed. But I'm not giving up. I got nobody to help me, so it's all good.
Okay, so here's my question. Have you ever, and let me have you raise your right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you can lower your hand. Are you Antonio Martinez?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I have a few questions for you. It's as it relates to the bond. It's not anything to do with your case. Have you ever had any mental health diagnosis? Well, I can.
Yes, ma'am. My apologies.
All right. You say bipolar and what else?
Bipolar, psycho, schizophrenia, ADHD. Also, I have insomnia, Asperger's syndrome, and I forgot what the other one was. Those are the main ones that I have on top of my head.
All right. Any drug use of any kind?
Marijuana.
Anything else?
I haven't. No.
All right.
But what I was taking was Adderall because I really have been doing my best to stop. I mean, like everything else. So I was taking Adderall, but they weren't prescribed.
Huh?
That's my honest statement.
All right. And if you were released, do you have a place to stay or no?
My job. I have a job over at the coding yard over there off of Bender. I've been working there for a week already. He's got me a little trailer.
All right. This is what the court is going to do. There's a $20,000 bond, no contact with Bobby Martinez. I'm going to request a mental health evaluation for him and a referral to Center for Healthcare Services. And we'll do drug treatment. And I'm going to ask that the fees are waived. So if he can sign that, counselor. All right. And with regards to your living situation, if you're homeless or something of that nature, if you'll let them know at pretrial services, they'll probably work with you and find a place for you to stay.
Pretrial?
I'm sorry?
Pretrial?
Pretrial services. So pretrial services is going to monitor this.
You have a place to live.
Just my job and other than that.
Could I see that document that I guess? Thank you.
It's, what's this appearance that I'm supposed to have, or a phone call, or what?
All right, if there's nothing else, you are excused.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, who's here on? Court is calling 2023 CR 0292, State of Texas versus Christian Angel Segovia. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Tracy Gearhead, Your Honor.
Defense?
Bridget Gossip for defense.
And are you Mr. Segovia? Going to show you what's entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and First Amendment Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision. Did you review those with your attorney? Did you understand it? Are you saying Christian Segovia, who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 0292 for the offense of aggravated robbery on May 4th, 2023 for a period of 10 years? Is that you?
Yes, ma'am.
State?
Yes, Your Honor. Violate condition number 1 on or about the 18th day of January 2024 in Bexer County, Texas. The defendant Christian Angel Segovia committed the offense of possession of controlled substance relating 1 in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
General waiver made violation.
Any objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 1? Court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, sentence you up to life in prison and up to $10,000 fine? You need to speak up. Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 1? Court will find violation of condition number 1 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
It is not an agreement, Your Honor.
All right, state, what are you requesting?
States requesting revocation. Your Honor.
All right, defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, we're asking the court to follow the recommendation of the probation department. The probation department is recommending. Give me a moment, Judge. The probation department is recommending to amend the conditions for state ISF, a cognitive track, biweekly drug testing for 60 days upon his release, and ZT probation.
All right, I don't do zero tolerance probation really because this is zero tolerance. This is your first motion to revoke. You want to raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record. All right, you're going to need to speak up and speak clearly.
Christian Angel Segovia.
All right, why are you not successful on probation out of this court? No. Let's backtrack. So they're saying you picked up a possession case. I'm able to see everything in the motion to revoke, not considering it, but I'm only considering what the state is going on. So I'm trying to make a determination of whether or not you should be going to prison for life or 5 to 99 years up to life. You understand? So what is going on with your life and why can't you complete this probation successfully?
I'm struggling with money. I'm struggling with to live. Struggling to take care of my family that I have.
Well,
I need help though.
here's the thing. A lot of people struggle. A lot of people have issues with their finances. If your problem is a money problem, I'm going to tell you what my mom always tells all of us and what her mom told her. If you have a problem that money can solve, that's not a real problem. A real problem is when you have a problem and money can't solve it. For example, just a hypothetical. If you have cancer and the doctor tells you it's terminal and you say, I have $2 million, will that help? And they say no. That's a problem that money can't solve. You understand? So you saying that you have a money problem, that's not a real problem. It's not a problem that should cause you to pick up a new offense. How old are you?
No.
Do you want to go to prison and spend your life in prison?
No.
then you had better get your life together. I see that probation is recommending the ISF track. I'm going to give you a choice because I don't think the ISF track is enough for you. They're saying that you have not reported. They said that they tried to do field visits at your home and you were not there. So that tells me there are some major issues with you.
Judge, if I may,
Yes.
part of the issue with Mr. Segovia is that he's homeless. He became homeless, compounding the fact that he has a drug issue. He's asking the court, he's begging the court for help. He admits that he has a drug problem. Because of this drug problem, he obviously committed a new offense. He's not hiding it. He didn't deny it. He's here before you asking for help. He's 22 years old. I think he deserves an opportunity to get some type of inpatient treatment before sending him to TDC and saying goodbye, see you later, figure out in TDC.
I mean, I'm going to give him a choice, but your choice is not going to be ISF. Your choice is either going to be SafeP or either you're going to prison. SafeP is a treatment program, but it's at the prison, but you're not in general population with other prisoners. So your choice is either you're doing SafeP for your drug issues or either you're going to prison. Which do you choose?
Safety.
All right. I'm going to deny the motion, alter amend conditions to include SafeP and probation. I don't believe drug court is going to accept him because of the nature of his charges, but I'm going to ask for felony drug court as well. You can counsel if you want to talk to felony drug court and explain to him why this may or may not be a good fit for him. And then we're going to do, once he's released, I am going to want field visits. 1 time per month until further notice. And the UA hotline. And he's to remain in custody until transferred to SafeP or felony drug court. Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful? All right, so when the time gets long at the jail because you're waiting for transfer to SafeP and you want to come back to the court and say, I've been at the jail for 3 weeks, just remember that you were begging me for help and you could have ended up going to prison for up to life. You understand? Off the record, here on out, everything that you do, you need to ask yourself, is this something that could potentially result in me going to prison for life? If the answer is yes, don't do it. If the answer is maybe, don't do it.